want to come to what is the current big burning issue at this time. Rehman Malik coming out and saying all Pakistani players' phones are being scrutinized, the players are being looked at very closely for match fixing. He's publicly warned the Pakistani team not to engage in any activity relating to match fixing. So has he really cleared the pitch for the Pakistani team with these comments on match fixing? I put this question first to the former chief of the Pakistan Cricket Board. Would you have said something like this? Does this make any sense, Mr. Khan?
Certainly not. I think it is an unfortunate remark. I believe that the cricketers will resent this. I cannot imagine, I've known these boys, I cannot imagine that in a crucial match like this one against India, that anyone would even remotely contemplate match fixing or spot fixing. Yes, in the last 6 months we've had this scandal in London. It's very unfortunate, and I think this is what triggered Mr. Rehman Malik to say these things. He should have said it in private if he had to, and he should not have gone public. Everyone knows that the whole nation is praying for Pakistan's success, and to think that any player would indulge in spot fixing is, to me, utterly ridiculous.
Dr. Tharoor, if somebody in India had made a comment like this, it would have been said that we are playing mind games with the Pakistani team. Here we see a situation where one of the very senior ministers in Pakistan is actually coming out and saying this to his own team members before such a big encounter. Makes no sense, does it?
Well, as an Indian cricket fan, I'm delighted to see the other side doing it to themselves. So I don't think I need to step into it. But I might just add that Shahryar Saab is absolutely correct, that in no World Cup encounter, and there have been 4 or 5 between India and Pakistan, has there ever been the slightest suggestion of match fixing before, during or after those World Cup matches. Because the fact is simply too much is at stake. When India plays Pakistan in a World Cup tournament, believe me, and particularly at the knockout stage, there can be no question that everyone's full commitment is engaged on both sides of the match.
Okay, we've discussed the diplomatic aspects of this Indo-Pak cricket match, and I want to come to a more interesting question. Will the Indian batting order steamroll the Pakistani opposition? And I put this question first to Dr. Shashi Tharoor.
Look, I'd like to think so. I just think we have an astonishingly good batting lineup with a number of players at the peak of their powers. I mean, Virendra Sehwag, Sachin Tendulkar, who seems to keep getting a new lease of life as a master batsman. Yuvraj has never been a better all-rounder in his career than he is during this current tournament. We've had very good performances from Gambhir and Kohli as well. In his one last knock, Raina didn't do badly at all. I mean, we look like we have an astonishing top 6 or 7. Only Dhoni seems slightly off colour, which means it's about time that he came good as well. So in these circumstances, our batting looks so formidable that I can't see this Pakistani bowling side really causing us the kinds of problems they've caused other teams. I mean, if you look at a bowler like Mohammad Hafiz, I'm not even sure the Pakistanis would consider him to be one of their great stars. Afridi is bowling better than he's ever bowled before, but Indians are very good players of spin, and I'm not sure that his success against us has been much with the ball. He's been successful with the bat against us, very little with the ball. So I would say that in these circumstances, barring a few, I'm sure a few good unplayable deliveries from Umar Gul or possibly 1 or 2 from Shahid Afridi, that there should be anything the Pakistani bowlers can throw our batsmen that ours cannot handle.
Mr. Khan, the Pakistani team came in, the underdogs, they've already overachieved. Mohali would be a good time to go back home, cross over straight from Vaga.
Well, I think the Pakistan team has peaked at the right time, and I think the Indian team has also. The Indian team in the earlier part of the tournament had been a little below par, let's face it. Against various other teams, their batting had imploded, and they hadn't really functioned at 100%. But I agree with Shashi that there's a very powerful batting lineup, and I do think that it'll be very difficult for us to dislodge it. On the other hand, I do believe that our bowling has an edge over India, and our bowlers have been bowling very well. I think what really will count at the end of the day is the fielding, the catching, and also who does well on that particular day. I would say that Pakistan has an even chance, and if they can produce the bowling to dislodge some of the top batsmen, I think we have a chance, a good chance.